Remember the struggle and hard work of Droupadi Murmu, not just the celebrations that we witnessed today. Importantly, with the voting that took place for presidential elections, there was also a surprise. Government sources are claiming that there was cross-voting by the opposition parties that were supposed to be voting for their presidential candidate Yashwant Sinha. I'm going to take you through one by one of how the cross-voting appears to have happened in the states. In the state of Assam, 22 at least have voted MLAs in favor of Droupadi Murmu. In Bihar, cross-voting by at least 6 members. In the state of Chhattisgarh, 6, while in the state of Goa, there were at least 4 who cross-voted in favor of Droupadi Murmu, unexpected even for the NDA. In the state of Gujarat, we are being told that there were at least 10 members of the Legislative Assembly who had voted in favor of Droupadi Murmu. Even in the state of Haryana, there was at least 1 cross-voting. In the hill state of Himachal Pradesh, again 1. In Jharkhand, a whopping 10 voted for Droupadi Murmu, while were expected to vote for Yashwant Sinha. Even in the state of Madhya Pradesh, there were 19 cross-voting for her. Even in the state of Maharashtra, which was among the top to be giving votes to Droupadi Murmu. In Meghalaya, it was 7. Even in the border state of Arunachal Pradesh, at least 1 cross-voted from another party, which means either the non-NDA or the opposition parties that were favouring Yashwant Sinha voted for Droupadi Murmu. So even beyond the expectations of the NDA, she got 64% votes. At least over 100 MLAs have cross-voted, according to the government, in favour of Droupadi Murmu, making it a sweeping victory for her as the 15th president. Droupadi Murmu is now elected as the first tribal woman president of the country. So clearly for the community that she comes from, specifically the Santhal tribal, but for the tribes across the country. This was a moment of celebration. But remember, once the celebrations die down, it will be a real test for Droupadi Murmu, also about how she acts on issues that are of significance to the tribal life and culture and to a lot of marginalized groups among these communities. Here's a report about what Droupadi Murmu becoming the president means for the tribal groups.
History in the making. For the first time, an Adivasi will occupy the country's highest constitutional office. Droupadi Murmu is all set to take oath as the President of India. While the opposition dismisses Murmu's election as mere symbolism, it is still a big moment for the Adivasis, who have largely found themselves on the margins of power structure. In many places, the tribal community celebrated Murmu's victory.
आज राष्ट्रपति जो है बनने वाला है वो आदिवासी है। ये आदिवासी का ड्रेस है, ये आदिवासी का ट्रेडिशनल नाच है। हम लोग खुशी से आज सुबह से नाच रहा है, वो उत्सव मना रहा है।
Murmu comes from Odisha's Santhal tribe. In India, the Santals are the 3rd largest scheduled tribe groups after the Gonds and the Bhils. Murmu's win gives hope and inspiration for the tribal community of India.
छोटा सा परिवार से और इतना बड़ा गई है तो हम लोग बहुत खुश हैं।
हम लोगों का कास्ट में ना बोलते हैं माने महिला कुछ नहीं कर सकते हैं, इसीलिए आज प्रूव कर दिया सभी महिला सभी ही माने सभी कुछ कर सकते हैं।
According to the Constitution, the President of India is also the guardian of the 5th scheduled area. The President can declare any area with high tribal population as the 5th scheduled area. This gives the President the authority to inspect the administration of these areas. But the real test for Murmu will be how she acts on issues that are of importance to tribal life and culture. Expectations are high.
परेशानी है, रोड होना चाहिए, एक पुल होना चाहिए। अगर वो चीज हो जाएगा तो हम लोग जितना भी बारिश हो आने जाने के लिए।
प्रॉब्लम तो बहुत है, जैसे कि ट्राइबल में तो देखते हैं कि सब अभी निचले तकबे में ही हैं। अभी तक उनका कुछ थोड़ा थोड़ा उठ रहे हैं, ऐसा नहीं है कि नहीं उठे हैं, वैसा कोई बात नहीं है, वो उठ रहे हैं। और उनको यदि कुछ सपोर्ट मिलेगा तो और भी आगे जाएंगे।
वो तो हम जो सोचते हैं, जो प्रॉब्लम है यहाँ पर, वो प्रॉब्लम सुनिश्चित होगा।
प्रॉब्लम क्या है?
प्रॉब्लम है जो रेलवे प्रॉब्लम।
रेलवे प्रॉब्लम, यहाँ पे स्टेशन नहीं है।
स्टेशन है किंतु कनेक्शन नहीं है।
Activists claim country's forest and land laws have changed over the years to help big industry, which will lead to further displacement of the original inhabitants of the land.
While I'm very happy that finally scheduled tribes have got representation, I'm not sure that she will really represent Adivasis in the way that they need to be represented, because all the BJP policies are anti-Adivasi.
Droupadi Murmu's election as president is truly a historic moment. But what she does as president will really shape her legacy. Bureau Report, India Today.